Wokeness has been seeping into every institution in this country. It's in our schools, it's in Hollywood, it's in video games, comic books, and our government, including the military. Reporting from the Daily Wire, I'm really proud we're moving forward. U.S. Army's new fitness test boasts different standards for men and women. But wait, I thought there was no difference between men and women. Why would you need different standards for men and women? Let's continue reading. On Wednesday, the U.S. Army revealed its new fitness test called the Army Combat Fitness Test, or the ACFT, which has changed requirements so that it boasts different scoring standards for men and women. Sergeant Major of the Army Michael Grinston, the service's top enlisted leader, declared, I'm really proud we're moving forward. We're there, we're doing it. In most cases, the standards will be lowered, following a congressionally mandated report from RAND Corps, a Washington, D.C. based think tank, that found nearly half of the service's women could not pass earlier standards for the test, Military.com reports, adding, the most significant changes to the six event ACFT is that it no longer is meant to prepare soldiers for combat, but instead built as a general fitness assessment. Military.com explains some differences in the expectations for men and women. For example, a female soldier between 17 and 21 years old now has to deadlift between 120 and 210 pounds, while a male soldier has to lift between 140 and 340 pounds. In that same age group, female soldiers have to run 2 miles between 23:22 and 15:29 minutes, while male soldiers must perform that exercise between 22 and 13:22 minutes. Leg tucks, which were required by the previous standards, have been eliminated to measure core strength. The new test requires planks instead. The test designers were concerned that the leg tuck doesn't strictly measure core muscle strength, but also requires that a soldier spend a lot of energy on upper body and grip strength, which is good. You should have upper body and grip strength. Those are pretty important. Previously, the plank was introduced as an alternative event during the ACFT beta phase when it was discovered women were struggling with the leg tucks. Why is that? As the National Guard explains of leg tucks, on the command get set, the soldier will assume a straight arm on the bar with feet off the ground, knees bent if necessary, with hands at the midpoint of the bar with alternating grip. On the command go, the soldier flexes the elbows, knees, and waist to bring the knees up to the elbows. The elbows must flex. They cannot remain straight. Both elbows must touch both knees and or thighs. The soldier must return to under the control of straight arm position to complete each repetition. And here's a little picture of what the I'm not going to play the video, but here's what the leg tuck looks like, the positioning. Steam picked up for the Army planners to create a new test around the time when combat arms jobs, such as the infantry and cavalry, were open to women in 2015, Military.com noted. The force initially sought to create a gender-neutral test and attempted to juggle dueling goals of creating a more inclusive force while also creating a fitter force. Researchers at RAND found that only 52% of enlisted active duty women were able to pass the original design for the ACFT, compared to 92% of men in their congressionally mandated study released Wednesday. Only 42% of women in the National Guard and 41% in the Reserve could pass. But we've been told by the left and the progressives that there is no difference between men and women. So why is it that these women could not pass? Are you saying that there are biological differences between men and women? I mean, this is ridiculous. According to military.com, Chaitra, I don't know how to say that, Hardison, who authored the RAND study, argued the evidence to support the ACFT is incomplete. Some events have not been shown to predict performance on combat tasks or reduce injuries, two of the principal goals of the test. Although the test is ostensibly not meant to prepare soldiers for combat, it still retains combat in its name. And while it should prepare soldiers for combat, I mean, do you think our enemies are looking at this and are worried about anything? You're reducing the standards for women because they couldn't pass the original, but you're still making the men compete at a higher level. Russia and China are not doing the same shit. They're not doing this. And if this isn't, I mean, why not just call fucking Lizzo or Tess Holiday to come fight for us? All right. Now, obviously, they don't need to pass the standard test to be able to fight for our country. So hand them a rifle and send them out to fight for us. But anyways, this is all ridiculous. As I said, wokeness is pretty much destroying this country in every aspect. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you would, and until next time, I'm out.